Hello students, good morning. Today we will study Renaissance. The Renaissance was a prevalent period of European culture, artistic, political and economic rebirth following the Middle Ages. Generally described as taking place from the 14th century to the 17th century, the Renaissance promoted the rediscovery of classical philosophy, literature and art. Some of the greatest thinkers, authors, statesmen, scientists, and artists in human history thrived during this era, while global exploration opened up new lands and cultures to European commerce. The Renaissance is credited with bringing the gap between Middle Ages and modern day civilization. So we will see the things from darkness to lights, how Renaissance began. During the Middle Ages, a period that took place between the fall of ancient Rome in 476 AD and the beginning of the 14th century, European made few advancements in science and arts. Also known as the Dark Ages, the era is often broadened as a time of war, ignorance, famine, pandemics such as Black Death, which was occurred in the 14th century. Some historians, however, believe that such grim depictions of medieval ages were greatly exaggerated, though many agree that there was relatively little regard of ancient Greek and Roman philosophies and learning at the time. During the 14th century, a cultural movement called humanism began to gain momentum in Italy, especially in Florence. Among the many principles, humanism promoted the idea that man was center of his own universe and people should embrace human achievement in education, classical art, literature, and sciences. In 1450, the invention of Gutenberg printing press allowed the improved communication throughout Europe and for ideas to spread more quickly. As a result of this advancement in communication, little known texts from Italy humanist authors such as those of Franz Petrarch and Boccaccio, which promoted the renewal of traditional Greek and Roman culture and values. They were printed, distributed to the mass of people. Additionally, many scholars believe advancement in international finance and trade impacted culture in Europe and set the stage for the Renaissance. The Renaissance started in Florence, a place with a rich cultural history where wealthy citizens could afford to support budding artists. Member of the powerful Medici family, which ruled Florence for more than 60 years, were famous bakers of this movement. Great Italian artists, writers, politicians, and others declared that they were participating in an intellectual and artistic revolution that would be much different from that they expected during the Dark Ages. The movement first expanded to other Italian city-states such as Venice, Milan, Ferrara, and Rome. Then, during the 15th century, the Renaissance idea spread from Italy to France and then throughout the Western and Northern Europe. Some of the most famous and groundbreaking Renaissance artists, scientists, writers were there which propounded this idea of Renaissance. One of them was Leonardo da Vinci. He was an Italian painter, artist, inventor, and called a complete Renaissance man, responsible for the painting Mona Lisa, The Last Supper. Next was Erasmus. He was a scholar from Holland and who defined humanist movement in Northern Europe. He was translator of New Testament. He translated New Testament into Greek. Then René Descartes. He was a French philosopher and mathematician and regarded as the father of modern philosophy. And his famous saying is, "I think, therefore I am." Galileo. He was an Italian astronomer, physicist, and engineer whose pioneering work with telescopes enabled him to describe the moons of Jupiter and rings of Saturn, placed under the house of arrest for his views of a heliocentric universe. Next was Nicholas Copernicus. He was a mathematician and astronomer who made first modern scientific argument for the concept of heliocentric solar system. Next was Thomas Hobbes. He was an English philosopher and author of the famous book Leviathan. Dante Alighieri was an Italian philosopher, poet, writer, and political thinker, and who wrote the famous book The Divine Comedy. Next is Machiavelli. He was an Italian diplomat, a philosopher, and his famous writing is The Princess and the Discourses of Livy. Next, William Tyndale. William Tyndale was English biblical translator, humanist, and scholar who was burned at stake for translating the Bible into English. Next is John Milton. He was an English poet and historian who wrote the famous epic poem Paradise Lost. William Shakespeare. He was the ever greatest poet, England's national poet, and the most famous playwright of all time. He is celebrated for his sonnets, plays, and many much more famous comedies and tragedies. Then Raphael. Raphael was an Italian painter who learned paintings from Leonardo da Vinci and Michelangelo, and he is best known for his paintings of Madonna and the School of Athens. Michelangelo was also an Italian painter and architect who cared David and painted the Sistine Chapel in Rome. So, in the Renaissance period, we see that art, culture, and science were closely linked together. In fact, it was a unique time when these fields of study fused together seamlessly. For instance, if we say artists like Leonardo da Vinci incorporated the scientific principles such as anatomy into their work, and so they could recreate the human body with the extraordinary precision. Architects such as Filippo Brunelleschi studied mathematics to accurately engineering and designing and immensely building with expensive builds. Scientific discoveries major lead to shifts the thinking. Galileo and Descartes presented a new view of astronomy and mathematics, while Copernicus suggested that the sun, not the earth, was the center of the solar system. So Renaissance art was characterized with realism and naturalism. Artists strive to depict people and objects in a true-to-life way. They teach techniques such as perspective, shadows, and light to add depth to their work. Emotion was another quality artistic tried to infuse into the pieces. And some of the most famous artistic work that were produced during the Renaissance period was the Mona Lisa by Leonardo da Vinci, The Last Supper again by Leonardo da Vinci, Status of David, Michelangelo, The Birth of Venus, Botticelli, and the Creation of Adam, Michelangelo. So while many artists and thinkers use their talents to express new ideas, some Europeans took to the seas to learn more about the world around them. In a period known as the Age of Discovery, several important explorations were made. Voyagers launched expeditions to travel the entire globe. They discovered new shipping routes to the America, India, and Far East, and explorers trekked across areas we are not fully mapped. Famous journeys were taken by Ferdinand Magellan and Christopher Columbus, Amerigo Vespucci, after whose America was named, Marco Polo, Ponte Leon, Vicente Valerio, and Horace de Soto, and many other explorers who traveled voyages to the round of the globe. Renaissance religion, humanism encouraged Europeans to question the role of Roman Catholic Church during the Renaissance. As more people learned how to read, write, and interpret ideas, they began to closely examine and critique religion as they knew it. Also, the printing press allowed for texts include the Bible and to easily reproduced, widely read by the people themselves for the first time. In the 16th century, Martin Luther, a German monk, led the Protestant Reformation, a revolutionary movement that caused a split in the Catholic Church. Luther questioned the many of the practices of the church and whether they allied with the teaching of Bible. As a result, a new form of Christianity known as Protestant was created. So, scholar, by the end of the 15th century, as we know, numerous wars has followed the Italian peninsula, Spanish, French, German invader battling for Italian territory caused disruption and instability began in the reign. And then we see many writers still, while many scholars view that the Renaissance is a unique and exciting time in the European history, some argues that the period wasn't much different from the Middle Ages and the both eras overlapped more than the traditional suggestion. So, as we have seen, many writers of the Elizabethan period and later they include Renaissance thing in their writings, and still these things uh, these things are taking places. So this is the lecture. Okay, thank you.